Yeah.
I'm seriously trying to get a date with the girl on the internet.
Okay. Yeah, but you're going like door to door, trespassing on all these people's properties.
Like trespassing, knocking on someone's door, trespassing?
Yeah, if you don't have permission to be on their property, absolutely. So why are you going door to door if you're trying to meet some girl from the internet for a date?
I've been after her for 5 years and I haven't heard nothing from her. If I find her one day, that's fine. If not, I can leave. I just want a no answer or a yes answer.
Yeah, well, going door to door isn't going to find her.
What am I going to do? Sit out here, wait for them to pull out of the driveway?
Well, you don't even know where she lives.
I know I do, but I had my cell phone taken away from me. Like, I was sleeping over there by the Walgreens.
Okay.
And in that night, someone took my cell phone from me. Right. So I don't know which.
So what's your long-term plan here? Because I mean,
long-term plan
we got several complaints about you coming up, knocking on people's doors, soliciting.
That's not right, man.
Well, that's why I'm here. I'm not just driving around.
That didn't happen. I'm just saying if I could get a yes or no answer for her, I would leave. You know.
I'm gonna venture to say if you haven't found her yet, it's probably a no.
How are you to say that, man? I don't know what address.
Well, because you don't know where she lives. You don't even know who she is.
From who? Are you from Oregon?
I am from Oregon.
Oh, you got to take this guy in.
Why?
He's been harassing my 12-year-old daughter online.
That's how old she is?
Yeah.
You're gonna forbid me? Little children? My name is As Little Children.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God.
The FBI is involved in it, so please.
The FBI? You know what?
All right, hey, stop talking to him. All right, step down here on the street, get off this property. All right, I'll be with you in a second,
yes,
sir.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right, so there's your answer. This girl you've been talking to is 12 years old. You're obviously an adult, so that conversation.
Forbid them not.
Hey,
forbid them not.
She is 12 years old. That is her parent. He will forbid whatever he chooses. Am I clear on that?
12 is very old. I was looking for a 6-year-old.
All right, that's disturbing.
You know what? Holy and profane, I'm holy. And so is my church, the Church of I Am Christ. I am Christ.
Right, what are you need a, what are you, homeless? You live in the area?
I'm homeless and a truck driver, and I'm
okay, do you have a truck around here?
I'm waiting to make some money, man.
Okay, how are you going to make money?
Driving trucks, man.
Okay, do you have a truck down here?
No. When I get some, I'll get some money when I drive some trucks that got a Class A license.
Okay, but if you don't have a truck, how are you going to make some money? All right, what's your first name, bub? What's your first name?
My name is As Little Children.
All right, what's your first name?
My name is As Little Children.
As Little Children?
That is my full name.
So your first name is As?
My first name is As.
Okay, is it A-Z-Z?
As in, become as little children, or you will not enter the kingdom of heaven.
Right,
as.
That's not making any sense whatsoever.
Become as little children, or you will not enter the kingdom of heaven. That's what it is.
Okay,
Become as little children, or you will not enter the kingdom of heaven.
So what is your government?
Whatever you think is paying you, whoever you think is paying you, I can pay you more.
Well, you're not paying me.
I can pay you
I'm
more.
A city employee.
If it's money, that's fine.
So what is
if
your?
If it's for diligency,
sir,
I'm here for my woman. And if she does not want me, I will leave right now forever.
Well, the Father has said that you are not wanted, so you should leave forever.
Forbid them not. Forbid them not.
Well, that's not your place to say that you're not welcome here. So what is your government name that you were given on your birth certificate or driver's license?
My name is. You want some social security number?
Sure. What's your first name? What's the name given to you by the government?
Timothy.
Timothy? And Timothy, what's the last name given to you by the government?
Nielsen. N-I-E-L-S-E-N. Forbid them not.
He's just highly educated.
Forsake your
wife,
your daughter.
With a 12-year-old female at this residence.
Forsake your sons, forsake your daughters, forsake your wives, forsake children. Do not forsake little children. I'm little children, and if you're an officer of the law, that's it. If you will die for Jesus,
Nielsen.
If you will die for Jesus right now. If you want to have me taken in underneath the law, go ahead, because you want to fight for that badge right now. Go ahead. I am the one Church of Christ who is Muslim and Christian, and we have the living God who has never died.
Okay.
And if you want to be on
14 headquarters.
Whatever, man. Whatever. Take.
Go ahead.
Your assumption's correct. I'm out with Timothy Nielsen. Do you need a social?
Who will lose their life for Jesus Christ will find it. Who will lose their life for Jesus Christ will find it. I will lose my life for Christ any day.
Okay.
I bet you win it before me. Right. I find it. Lose your life for Christ. Let me just walk out of here, man.
Okay. So what? Again, what's your long-term plan? So we put to bed this whole I'm looking for this girl I met on the internet. It's against the law. You can't have a relationship with a 12-year-old. So the father forbid it. You're not welcome on this property. So what is your long-term goal here, sir?
Right now, I need to go take a shit, man.
Okay. So after that, so where are you going to sleep tonight?
Not in the business. Not in the business, that's for sure.
Okay. Do you need like a bus fare or something? You want like up to Cleveland? Like I can put you on an RTA bus up to Cleveland. They got some homeless shelters and
drugs
stuff.
right now.
I didn't say.
I cleaned myself up.
I didn't say you were, Mr. Nielsen. I never said you were on drugs. I'm trying to offer you some assistance because.
Let me just go consult with the Bible and consult with God right now.
Timothy, listen. So apparently, according to dispatch, we've been dealing with you in this capacity for a couple weeks now.
I will leave forever if that's what's in her heart that says that I do not want this guy. I will leave forever, and that 5 years has been one girl has been a long time. 5 years. 5 years.
So would you agree with me that at 12 years old she's not?
I do not agree.
Okay. So well, I'm telling you that you're not to have any type of relationship.
Okay, as little children, right? She's going to be old one day and die.
So?
Because I will live forever, and I will kill myself with that. I will kill myself.
Okay. So are you making threats to harm yourself?
No, I'm not.
Are you sure? Because you just said I'll kill myself.
Without her, I will die one day.
Well, we're all going to die one day.
Right. And I hope my day is soon.
Okay. Why is that?
I'll be diligent with you, sir.
Okay, I appreciate that. But so why do you think you? I mean, we're all going to die one day. But I mean, you understand she's 12, but I understand from you that doesn't make a difference to you.
But you don't understand God. With men, things aren't possible. With God, all things are possible. All things.
I understand that. I mean, that's what they say.
And I want to know what's in her heart. Her heart.
Okay.
Hey, everybody, we're going to get you right back to that body cam in just a minute. But here's a question for you. What a lot of the body cams on this channel make clear. I don't know, that the world is just a crazy and totally unpredictable place. Well, one of the most unpredictable things that can happen to you in life is if you get injured. What do you do next? Well, that is why I want to talk to you guys about our amazing partner and sponsor of our Bodycam channel, Morgan & Morgan. This is a firm with over 1,000 attorneys you may want in your corner because they are America's largest injury law firm. They are specialists in this area. And by the way, you know why they're so big? Because they win a lot. Multi-million-dollar verdicts and settlements. They make the process super easy for their clients because from starting your claim to uploading documents to talking to your legal team, it can all be done on your smartphone. Also, there's no upfront fee. You only pay them if you win. So if you're injured, you can easily start a claim at forthepeople.com/LCBodycam.
So at 12 years old, if she says, yes, I'm in love with this.
Don't give me all that stuff, man. I've been with one girl all these years.
I'm trying to understand where you're coming from.
Or gone whoring around with other girls. I've been with one girl this whole year.
Okay. And where's that girl at?
2 girls. That's it. All these years. Okay. All these years. I tried to build this church. One church is all that's left. It's because God has never died. He's always living. He's a living God, and he has never died. He escaped that death. When he came back and he was like crying, he said, "What you guys doing all sleeping? Let's go." That's God for you. And he drives the biggest ship around here. And they're going to be on the mast for me. Back mast, front mast. My 2 girls.
Okay, so who do you think lives here?
I don't know, man. I'm in a nightmare, man. I've been 5 years here, man. 5 years on the same girls. And I don't do other girls, man. I'm not.
So you know these 2 girls' names, but...
I mean, putting in nobody in danger.
So who do you think lives here?
And I'm putting nobody in danger.
But you've never, so how do you
From the internet. I will never harm anybody. I'm putting nobody in danger.
Okay.
I could maybe just take a date with no sex. I'm not looking for sex. Maybe just a date for coffee or something, man. Just to meet her on the very...
Do you think 12-year-olds drink coffee?
I'll buy her dinner, dude. I don't care. I'm not looking for sex.
All right. Mr. Nielsen, do me a favor, just sit tight for 1 second. I'll be right back with you. I'm going to get that final answer for you.
For sure,
yeah, you got it. Absolutely.
Jesus in her heart, dude. Jesus in her heart. Get it for Jesus. Bring it back to me, man. Please. You can do that, sir. I would salute you.
1921.
Yeah, you guys have got above and beyond faith.
Hi.
Hi there.
Can I step in and talk to you?
Sure.
All right. Sarge, you got a second? So they do have a. So he keeps talking about. So they have a daughter. Her best friend is who lives in like Parma Heights. So apparently they had like a YouTube channel like 5 years ago that he somehow started stalking them. So he ventured from Oregon, and now he knows where he is. And like in my conversation with him, like he's leaving with this 12-year-old. Like nobody's going to tell him no. He doesn't care about the law. Under God, no one shall forbid. Blah blah blah. Like these folks are scared to death.
I'm trying to figure out myself, but he said 5 years. They haven't posted in a while, and I'm like, how do you know they live here? He's like, I love their channel. Once I started watching their channel, everything else went to. I was like, well, how do you find out they live here? And he goes, well, I don't want to say, but it wasn't hard. And it sounds like they're kids.
They're 12 years old. Well, 13. Yeah.
Yeah, and he said that's some internet channel, and they haven't posted in a little while, and he's trying to start a church, and they're like, he wants a date. He's down here on his hands and knees begging God for a date.
Oh, watch this camera.
Yeah, so,
I thought we were throwing down for a second. I mean, so he got really animated about being in the church. He kept saying his name was as the children, and kept referencing God in the church. So unfortunately, this guy confirmed that this is the right house because he came out, and as I'm talking to the guy here in the drive, he goes, "Are you from Oregon?" Yeah. He goes, "This is the guy, my daughter." I'm like, oh.
Is he from Portland? He said he's from Portland.
I don't know.
ID,
so I just, like I said, I haven't run the ID. Terry said that it's probably this guy.
Yes, we've been dealing with him. But he said he came from Portland. So I'm like, where are you staying? He goes, well, I was downtown Cleveland, but Portland's way nicer than Portland.
I mean, so he's homeless. I mean, these parents, like, I guess he found out mom's cell phone. I guess he called mom's cell phone a couple weeks ago, and like now he knows where they live, and so like they're petrified.
So there's no way the mom is on the internet in some capacity. This guy's after the mom, is he?
No, it's definitely the kids.
Okay.
It's definitely the kids. Yeah. So she's like, isn't there some type of anti-stalking or something? And I kind of heard like, can he be arrested? I'm like, I go, well, he hasn't really done anything yet. She's like, well, I'm afraid he's going to abduct our child. I'm like, I totally understand that. Oh, go ahead. I mean, and he would in a heartbeat. Like, I truly feel that, the way he's been acting. Yeah, I was just inside talking to the male and female half.
Clear. Make sure you have that information.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't really know what to do because I'm fearful for this little girl's safety. I mean, negative. I mean, it's clearly a 53 situation, but I guess we can put an anti-stalking order on him. I guess we can, cite him for harassment. I guess. I mean, I'll have to get statements and get a little more from them because I mean, this is all brand new to me. So I guess they saw him walking through the backyard. I think she said either a couple days ago or last week. And I guess his daughter's like, "Do you think that could be the guy from Oregon?" She's like, I don't think so. So I mean, I guess he was here last week, like looking around. So when I first came up, he's like, I'm trying to find this girl I met on the internet to go on a date. And I'm like, well, where does she live?
Yeah, he said right here.
Yeah, well, he knows now because Dad came out and confirmed that this is the guy that has been talking to my daughter. At first, when I first came up, he didn't know. He didn't point to this house. He didn't identify this house. He was just kept looking back and forth. He'd just been looking for this girl that he met on the internet. But he's been walking through this property a couple times here. All right.
I don't know what to do off the top of my head.
I'm with you.
Jail to say, like, listen, this dude is here to abduct girls, and this is what we got right now. Like,
yeah, so apparently the FBI got involved like 5 years ago, and like apparently this agent, and I mean I don't have all the details about it. We just talked briefly, but apparently all the they were involved. Said it's a mental situation. Yeah, but the FBI guy's like he basically told the family he goes, he lives in Oregon. I wouldn't worry too much about it. And here he is on their front porch now. So I'm going to see if I can get the FBI guy's agent's name and stuff like that. Yeah.
Do you think it elevates to menacing? Like, did he make any kind of comments to anybody or to Dad?
No, this is the first time they've actually had contact.
Yeah, no. When Dad came out and talked to him, he wasn't like, I'm here to take your kids, or like, I'm going to take her.
Well, I'd have to go back and look. I mean, I think he's like, like we're meant to be, or in her heart, or just something.
Yeah. Did you hear that, Chris? He's just here saying we're meant to be, and like in my heart, stuff like that. And I don't think like leaving. He's.
I was going to give a start on statements. I'll be back. But hey, Doug. I'm 3 or 4. So like he also has no regard for the age. He goes, I don't care if she's 6. I'm looking for 6-year-olds, 12-year-olds. Like, I mean, he has no regard for like the age discrepancy. And all right, Mr. Nielsen, I told you I would do you one favor. I did speak with the 12-year-old, and I know while you said that you don't care if they're 6 years old, 12 years old, it's what you feel in your heart. She wants nothing to do with you. There's no love connection. She does not foresee herself growing old in your arms and dying together with you or anything like that. So it is definitely a no-go. I hate to be the person to break your heart, but it is definitely not gonna work out. Regardless of what may have been communicated on the internet, what you thought in your mind, what you thought in your heart, there is definitely no.
And you believe it came from her?
I talked to her. I talked to her specifically.
Do you believe it came from her? She wasn't under distress at all?
Well, no, she's not under duress.
How do you know?
Because I was in the house.
How do you know she's not under duress right now?
Okay.
How do you know she's not under duress? Huh?
Put your hands on your back. Put your hands on your back. We're not going to have you acting up like this. You're going to be detained right now, just based on your erratic behavior.
Yeah.
While we investigate the complaint of you trying to, while we continue to investigate your desire to have a relationship with a 12-year-old.
That's erratic?
Step this way. It doesn't matter. Yours is probably easier to get into.
I've done nothing. I have done nothing.
Like I said, Mr. Nielsen, you're not under arrest at this time, but you are being detained during the investigation of a relationship with a 12-year-old. Do you have anything in your pockets?
I got a couple needles.
Do you really?
Don't make sure they're not uncapped. They haven't been used, but they may be uncapped because they may have uncapped.
Okay. Do we have your permission to take the needles and stuff out of your pockets so we don't get stuck? Okay.
Yeah. Don't get stuck. I'll get them out if you need it.
I'm just gonna take everything.
Yeah.
But what's in the needles?
There's nothing in the needles.
There's one of them.
Why do you need needles?
Because I need a clean needle if I use drugs at some point, which I'm not under any drugs right now, and a clean needle is, I don't want to get AIDS or nothing, man. That's what.
All right, yeah.
Just want to make you sure because
I appreciate it. We always ask because sometimes caps fall off, and we certainly don't want to get stuck.
I know.
Do you have a bag or something? Yeah.
I mean, you don't have any drugs on you, do you?
I don't have any drugs, man. I came here sober. I went downtown and sobered up, and that's why I came here sobered up. I had a little bit of alcohol, that's about it. It's probably gone by now.
How long have you been sober?
About like a week or two, I don't know.
A couple days?
A week or two.
A week or two?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to put yours on, I'll hold that.
Well, I was just going to have you
Okay.
dump everything out here.
Hey, Mr. Wright,
Hey, come on.
I got a date with your brother.
Do you believe these are extra larges, Officer Marquinos?
I do not.
Thank you. All right. Let me have just some of the other stuff there. I'm just going to fold it all up in the glove here. What do you have in the little glass jar here?
It's paint.
Why you sniff the paint? You huff the paint?
I make signs because I'm homeless. That's why.
You make signs with it?
Is there any more? Is there any other pockets? Is that it?
This is Jesus for you guys. This is Jesus. Huh? Can I get one date with her brother at least, just to talk to me and let me go at ease? Just a date with her brother, please. Just coffee or something with her brother.
Pull up on the.
She don't even gotta be there. Can you go at least?
What's Ben say?
He suggested inducing panic, but I don't really think it fits if they're the only victims, you know? It's public alarm, and I don't think the family counts.
Yeah, but like she's shaking in there, like the 12-year-old.
You can't leave the guy here. The trouble is, I don't know.
Yeah, I agree, and that's what I was explaining to the kids. The parents.
Sign up for trespass.
Yeah, but we're trying to.
Is the jail gonna take him?
I think if we explain the circumstances.
Yeah, this like, hey, do you want to end up on the news for some kind of child predator thing?
Yeah, no, agreed.
Cuyahoga County Jail.
Agreed. So I know they're nothing. They're not felonies, but there's a real safety risk here. The fact that. Yeah, the fact that he doesn't care. He goes, I don't care if it's a 6-year-old. Like making comments like that, like it's what God wants. Thou shalt not forbid. I'm like, well, her father's forbidding. Who are you? Just. And here's the thing, though. Like, he's from Oregon. He came here and, like, found out where they lived. He got mom's phone number 2 weeks ago and called mom from, like, a restricted number. Like, he's done research on where they live. So here's just the backstory. So I roll up, and he said he's looking for a girl for a date that he met on the internet 5 years ago. So he's been going door to door. So Dad come in, he's just, like, talking about God. His name is As the Children. Dad comes out, he goes, "Wait, are you from Oregon?" "Yeah." And then he's like, this guy, he's been talking on the internet to my 12-year-old daughter. And I'm like, all right. So he made his way out here from Oregon. So 5 years ago, this girl was like 8 or 9. Her girlfriend from Parma, Berea, somewhere up there, was 8 or 9. They had some YouTube channel where they would do arts and crafts, and they would get fun. He latched onto that, and he started commenting on them. And she'd blog him. He'd create a new profile and started doing more comments. Like, we're meant to be together, and God says you're mine, this, that, and the other. And so it starts down that road. And so now here we are, 4 or 5 years later, he's in their front yard.
What does he say about stalking?
Well, and that's, I'm gonna look that up as well. So that's the thing. Like, so I guess 4 years ago they contacted the Center for Exploited Children. They contacted Portland FBI. They went out, talked to him. Like, yeah, he's a little mental, but he's in Portland. I wouldn't worry too much about it. Here we are, 4 years later. He's in your front yard.
Wow. Originally from California.
Oregon, yeah. But right. I mean, you talk about stalking. If that's not a pattern, I don't. Well, so with the stalking, no person shall knowingly take any action that would cause another person to believe that the offender will cause physical harm or emotional distress to that person or a member of their family. This will constitute menacing by stalking under Ohio law.
Also, that's going to be menacing by stalking. Does
Well,
there have to be a threat for that?
Well, that's what I'm looking. Let's look at the actual Ohio Revised Code here.
Usually, menacing involves some kind of threat of...
No person by engaging in a pattern of conduct shall knowingly cause another person to believe that the offender will cause physical harm to the other person or family or household member of the other person, or cause mental distress to the other person or family or household member of the other person, in addition to any other basis for the person's belief that the offender will cause physical harm, blah, 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 blah. This says no person through the use of any form of written communication or electronic method of remotely transferring information, including not limited to any computer network, blah, 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 shall post a message. So, violate division of this section. Urge or incite another to commit a violation. No person with a sexual motivation shall violate. Whoever violates this section is guilty of menacing by stalking. It's misdemeanor first degree.
Get him in.
Menacing by stalking is a felony of the 4th degree if any of the follows. The offender previously has been convicted or pled guilty to a violation of 291121. In committing the offense, the offender made a threat of physical harm to or against the victim as a result of an offense committed, or a third person on their behalf. In committing the offense under Division 1 of the section, the offender trespassed on the land or premises where the victim lives, is employs, or attends school. F4. F4, menacing by stalking.
But the jail, we called the jail, and Carmen explained the whole situation. She just said, I hammered the whole situation. They said they'll only accept if we elevate the charges in the morning. So Sergeant Spencer called Prosecutor Thompson, who's like, well, we can't elevate him that fast. And now, of course, Chris wants the Bureau to get involved, try to figure out who the agent was that ran the original investigation, get more information. So Spence's idea was like, let's just get him in jail on a 72-hour, some warrant on a 72-hour hold.
F4, menacing by stalking. He trespassed on the property of the victim.
But he's either been charged with...
Doesn't matter.
Okay, Mummert is brainstorming. Maybe we have a felony menacing by stalking that we could law inform that would negate the whole problem.
Yeah.
He just pulled his MDT over. We're all trying to brainstorm, because Spence even said, off the top of our heads, we had trespassing. The jail OIC said, we're only going to accept him on that M4 if you can promise me you're going to elevate charge in the morning, which we can't do. Exactly. And Spencer's like, I got Forrest on it, but I don't know. I'm here to tell you, I am not comfortable leaving this guy here.
Mm-mm.
And he's in my car, and I'm going to tell you, I don't even like him being in my car. This guy was here to steal children. I don't think he has the capacity to know.
He didn't care she was 12, didn't care if she was 6.
He openly told us, I don't care what their ages are, I'm here for them. He's on his hands and knees pleading out loud. There's neighbors out all over the place. I called for more guys, even when Mummert and Macrinos and I were here. The guy's up and down, and he came from Oregon to take these kids.
And he knows exactly where they live.
And he knows their address, which is freaky. So we were really looking to just get him in jail so that we can do some legwork behind the scenes. Do you think that'll fit?
I do, because it says,
Chief, do you think I could call you back in like 5 minutes?
I think we got this.
Because quite frankly, let me call Spencer real quick and run what Mummert just found, because if that's the case, it's an F4 and we'll long form in the jail. I'll take him on the felony. I would appreciate it. This is a good...
Thanks for coming over to hang out.
Yeah, it's a good use of the of the calling in favor. So I'll call Spence and then I'll call you right back, Chief. All right, thank you.
All right.
So what is this?
Menacing by stalking. No person, by engaging in a pattern of conduct, shall knowingly cause another person to believe that the offender will cause physical harm to the other person or family or household member of the other person, or cause mental distress. They are mentally distressed.
I bet they are.
So to the other person or family or household member. So if you scroll down here,
F4.
well, if you scroll down here, it's an M1, but then it says except otherwise provided, it's a first-degree misdemeanor.
Hey, Chris.
Menacing by stalking is a felony of the 4th degree if any of the following applies. He's been previously convicted, we don't know. In committing the offense, the offender made a threat of physical harm against the victim.
Hold on one
That's
second.
not it, but C section. In committing the offense, the offender trespassed on the land or premises
So,
where the victim lives.
What Mummert pulled is F4, menacing by stalking, because the guy trespassed on the property of the victim. How do we feel about that? In which case it would negate all the nonsense that they won't take him because it's an F4. Yes, can you go back up to the top?
Yeah.
Brian, I'm going to read this to you.
Sure.
So the A section, The A section is no person engaging in a pattern of conduct, which I think we can establish here.
For
with him.
5 years?
He's been after these guys for 5 years. They've already called other law enforcement agencies. Shall knowingly cause another person to believe that the offender will cause physical harm to the other person, family, household member of the person, or cause mental distress to the other person or family or household member. I can tell you this family is under significant mental distress. So,
Here, I'll scroll for you. What are you looking
well,
for?
hold on. It says engage in a pattern of conduct.
He's been walking the streets of Brunswick for 2 weeks.
Yeah,
looking
we've
for these
gotten
people.
multiple calls on him over the last 2 weeks.
They've seen him in their yard 2 weeks
in
ago.
their backyard a couple weeks ago. Can the family positively identify him?
Absolutely.
This is the same dude? Yeah, Brian says they can.
And he got the wife's, and he
has
got mom's phone number.
And he's been calling her.
She has no idea. She doesn't have a social media presence.
Does she have a call log of him calling that would show the number?
It doesn't. I think it shows up as like blocked, restricted, or something. 'Cause I asked her like what the number was. It says it doesn't show
Comes
up.
up as blocked or restricted.
We good with this?
Yeah.
You're going to get a P2P PGT. That was a good call. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I'll keep you posted. All right, thanks. You know, it shouldn't be this hard.
No.
But in this instance, it really...
He absolutely agreed.
Something should be hard with
All right, yeah, he's got him on his backyard camera approximately 2 weeks ago, walking through their backyard. Like, so at the time, he didn't know that the victim lived specifically here, all the way from Portland. And I told the daughter, I said, you know, you understand how dangerous social media is now? Like, I mean, and she's like, I mean, they're so upset. I mean, this is one of those things like we just stopped a kidnapping.